Shut up and sit down.
Welcome everyone to the three-ring circus that is Third Shift. There's a 3 right there already. This is episode 133, so there's 3 rings of a 3-ring circus, 3 things that have 3 in them. We might be talking about another thing that's got a 3 in it later in the episode, but for now, I'm your host, Matt, the most magnificent man who's ever lived. With me, as always, is Eric with a 3-microphone setup and 2 sets of headsets. If only you guys could see it. Check out the Twitter. Check out Third Shift Me on Twitter. You're going to see 2 pictures of this goon with a crazy setup. But I'm going to toss it to you, Eric, in that crazy setup. What's going on? How was your week? Tell us all the things.
Well, it's not my fault, man, okay? Listen.
It is. It literally is your fault.
People wanted things. Things needed to be done to make a thing work. And it's too many things now, and I don't understand how any of it works because science is difficult. So one thing revolves around a different thing. I need one other thing to make a different thing work. And then this setup apparently doesn't know what to do with all 4 of the things. So it just says, I don't know. We'll just pick and choose. And the settings aren't letting me switch things. It's acting like it's...
That headset went off. That headset went off. I can't hear you at all.
See, then I can't talk to Matt anymore. I can't talk to anybody. It's so scary, you guys. Technology's difficult. I belong in a zoo.
See if you can set Discord to pick up the big one.
Yeah, we can do something like that.
You should be able to do that just in Discord itself.
Yeah, and then we'll go.
Because I have everything going through mine.
This will work as well.
Okay.
Just plugging it in. See, so I can just add to the ridiculousness of it all.
Now you got wires on your wireless headset.
Now I have wires attached to the wireless headset because wireless doesn't work. So here we are. My week. Holy moly. I went and saw Captain Marvel this last weekend. To be honest, I was iffy about it. At first it kind of looked like it was going to be in the original Thor, the original Captain America, in that pantheon of quality. But then I saw it and I went, oh, okay, it's pretty good. It's good. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Still some questions I need answered about Captain Marvel and how it's all supposed to work out. But you know what? Mm-hmm. I'll trust Marvel to tell the story and let me know what I'm supposed to know. And if they don't, oh well, just be like every other movie. Doesn't make sense, doesn't matter. Right?
Did you eat popcorn? Did you see explosions?
I did
those 2 things.
Yay!
A plus 100 out of 100. Mm-hmm. Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes. A couple really cool scenes, some fun fighting. I can't spoil it, so I won't, but there you go. Whatever. Great show.
I haven't seen it, so don't spoil it.
I won't say nothing. Great show. Go check it out. I had fun with it. By God. Other than that, I haven't done much of nothing. Playing Anthem. Playing lots of Anthem. Grinding out some freaking legendaries, except for I haven't got a single one yet. But that's typical of my gaming life. As you all should know on the show, I just don't get them. I probably never will. I'll be a masterwork scrub for the rest of my life. Mm-hmm. And of course, I have been sitting here rubbing my little paws together, just looking forward to March 15th when I can play Division 2. Oh yeah, it launches tonight at probably midnight or something. I don't know. I'm not going to be up to play it because I'm going to be like a normal human being and go to bed. However, tomorrow at some point, I will get to play it, and I cannot wait. That's all. You know what? It's a real short week. It wasn't exciting. I went back to work. I don't think I worked a full day all week. So I'm getting in this lifestyle of I just don't work full days anymore. It's the best. It's a good, it's a great lifestyle to have. And then, didn't we eat somewhere delicious? Didn't we do something yummy? Didn't we? I thought we did.
That was last week.
Am I dreaming it? I'm just dreaming it.
Last week we went to Los Tres.
Yeah, that was last week.
It was Friday, but I mean, that's new for the show.
Right. And last Friday, if y'all don't know, I went to our local little Mexican place, got this big burrito, amigos. Oh, so fantastic. Mm-hmm. And you know what? It is a big burrito, amigos. Okay? This thing is the size of a plate covered in cheese sauce.
They made it they made it bigger than I've ever seen it.
So it was fantastic. Way more than I ever have. And of course, today, as we record, it's my birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday.
We just hung out. I did stuff and did things and read a book at Barnes & Noble. And that was about it. That's my birthday. And
Nice.
now here we are recording. Matt, what about you, buddy?
Happy birthday,
Thank
Eric.
you.
Well, what I totally forgot is that this is the St. Patrick's Day edition of Third Shift, and I'm your host, Patio Furniture. I forgot to do the intro we do every freaking year, and you're Captain Sparkles, the shitty leprechaun, and blah, 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 and then you go, hee, 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 hee. Way to blow at me. I didn't even realize it until you were talking about March 15th, and sometime tomorrow I'll be playing it, and I'm like, sometime tomorrow I'll be drinking beers because it's St. Patrick's. Oh, I screwed up the intro.
Messed it up. That's all right, Matt, because I don't know how to do an Irish accent, so I'll just do a English, Scottish mix, Australia, New Zealand. I've lost.
That's all anybody does anyway.
I've lost it all. It was yesterday or something. I don't remember. You were talking about doing it, and I was like, can I even just do a fake Irish accent anymore? I don't think I can.
I think what you usually do is go like Goblin. You're like,
Well, yes, of course.
See, even I'm putting the Irish in it though, so it's.
Well, because I always think about the leprechaun from the movie, the leprechaun, the one that eats and kills people and all that.
Yeah,
So I channel him. Problem is I'm forgetting everything now. So, because I'm 36, I don't remember stuff anymore, and I'm forgetting.
You start channeling Leprechaun in the Hood, whichever one that was, Leprechaun 6.
I don't know. That sounds horrible. Sounds terrible.
I'm sure it was.
I don't want to be that.
So that's the most recent thing I've done this week is screw up the intro and forget to do it, but I did it a little bit. So there we go. The streak is unbroken. I've continued the tradition. I've kept it alive, and I haven't done anything else this week. I went to Los Tres Amigos. I ate also a big burrito Amigos. So much cheese sauce on that plate, just chips full of cheese, and just oh god, so good. And then we gotta do it. We got to do it. We got to put Howard on blast. The man who looks at a menu for like 5 minutes with us, and then the lady comes, what do you want? I want a big burrito Amigos with steak. I want a big burrito Amigos with steak. Do you have enchilada? What is enchilada? Do you have?
Do you have an enchilada?
Yeah. Yeah. What kind you want? Beef steak, chicken shrimp, beans? Beef. One? Can I have a one beef enchilada?
One beef.
Look here, we got 3 enchilada. You want red sauce, white sauce? Red. Oh dear. I'm so scared. I don't know what's happening. If there was a little hole, he would have scurried down into it.
Ran in.
Just hid, buried himself like a little spider.
He had no idea. He didn't know what Mexican food was. He came in there, and he knew he was going to be in for it, and he was. He went, oh, I don't know what any of this is. I don't understand any of it at all. Oh, my God. I'm terrified. I need a cheeseburger option.
And poor bastard Howard, I went to Dan's Coney Island today, where he could have gotten just a cheeseburger with just cheese and beef and 16 packets of ketchup and just rolled around in it like a happy bum. Howard, you didn't get the invite, dude. Sorry, man.
Dang.
You don't.
Cold-blooded.
It was kind of a last-minute thing. I was like, all right, I'm gonna blow up. I gotta leave. I gotta go. This whole place is too stupid. I gotta get out.
Understandable. Done that before. Yes.
Yeah. But other than the delicious foods I've been eating this week, I don't think I've been doing anything. I haven't seen any movies. Haven't seen any plays. I finished Frasier last week, so I can't even watch Frasier anymore unless I just want to watch the whole series all over again. One thing I did do, I've been streaming. My Rise and Shine stream was Ace Combat 7, and I finally beat it. And like I said in the tweet, I still have major issues with that game and just the mission structure itself. But the intro to that last mission and the outro to that last mission, that's Ace Combat at its finest. You're feeling like a super ace. You're the only one who can go in and do this thing. Your wingmen who've been there with you for the whole game, they're all there to support you, but you're the one who's going to do it. You're the hero, and you fly through the little maze. Once you finally get in, that was like the most ridiculous approach to the maze. I crashed like 5 times. Once you get in, you're weaving around through the Ace Combat maze, because if anybody knows, you always fly into a tunnel or something in the end of Ace Combat, and it's usually super frustrating. This one wasn't too bad, because once I got in the tunnel, I did it in 2 tries, nice and easy. but then you're flying out through like the space elevator and and then like everyone's like, yeah, you did it, Trigger, you're the man. And then there's an Ace Combat 5 cameo that I won't spoil for anybody. Then you fly off into the sunset with all your wingmen behind you, and you're the hero of the whole world. And it's freaking great. And it just makes you feel so good inside. It's like, this is Ace Combat right here. I went and I blew up those drones. No problem. I went in the tunnel. I blew up the thing. I got out. I'm the best. And so it's just rose-colored glasses, my whole experience. It's like, I know the mission structure is not that great, but now I'm just like, hell yeah, I'm like Tom Cruise putting on my sunglasses. You can be my wingman anytime, Ace Combat 7. Woo!
There it is. They just had to get you going on one little thing, and then all of it was forgiven. All was forgiven.
Well, it's just like we always say, if the movie ends on a great note, or the wrestling pay-per-view ends on an awesome match with the main event, that's all you're going to remember is that main event. That's what it gave me. Ace Combat 7 closed out, just bam, fist pumping, just hell yeah, awesome stuff. And what else is awesome is Thronebreaker. I did, I think, 2 streams of that over this past week. Love Thronebreaker, love it so much. It's getting to the point where my deck is getting ridiculous. You saw it. Just cards that play other cards, that refresh the abilities of those cards. So now you can play more cards. Enemy decks have no chance. They at most get like 2 cards actually out by the end of the battle on the playing field that aren't dead. And then another round starts, and I just pile more damage and more hate and more cards and cards and cards and cards and cards. I got trinkets that now spawn different trinkets. I got trinkets that let me look at 5 cards and play 2 and discard the rest, but they go into my graveyard. So when I play a medic, I can pull that one out of the graveyard, and I didn't even play it, but now it's there, and now it's doing all its stuff. Oh my God, Thronebreaker is so much fun, and then the story is so witchery. Like, everything you do has a consequence, and you don't know it right away, but then, like, there was one, I won't get into it, spoil it, but I made a choice to break the rules and go kill some bad dudes. But then because I did that, like 6 hours later in real game time, somebody from that force finds me and totally ambushes me and ransacks my shit. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go kill those bastards. But now that's super against the rules. So it's, well, do you jeopardize your main mission to get help and, assistance just to go and get revenge? Or do you play it cool and play it safe and go, okay, well, I can't touch them, but they did just kill half my dudes and they robbed me of all my shit. So it's like, oh man, what do you do? It's so witchery and so good. And I went and killed those motherfuckers, and they deserved it. They deserve to die, and I hope they burn in hell. Those Nilfgaardians, they're gone. They're dead. She threw a dude against a rock, and his skull split open, and it made the worst sound on the TV. Oh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. I love Thronebreaker so much. I'm sad I can't do a Rise and Shine stream on Saturday, because I probably will be feeling very bad on Saturday, but we'll see. I can't wait to get in there. I'm gonna play some of it this weekend. I'm gonna stream it at twitch.tv/ThirdShiftMe. So come hang out with me, because that's always a blast, and I always have fun.
Woo! Dang, man. But now that you blasted through all that, man, you still probably got more, because I'm sure there's shifter keys. I'm sure there's all sorts of wonderful little things.
Well, what there is even before that is the shifter monthly topic that we recorded over the weekend up at patreon.com/ThirdShiftMe. If you want to hear us talk all about Asian food, our favorite Asian foods, it's so good. It's so fun. Man, I'm hungry for Asian food right now.
Oh, I haven't had Bangkok out of my head since we talked about it. It's never left. It's been with me every moment.
Can we skip St. Patty's Day and just go to Bangkok House?
Oh man,
Maybe we'll do that next year. We'll be like, hey, we'll do Bangkok House and like toast with a Thai beer or something. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
That's right. In the nice accent.
That's how we do it.
At a Thai restaurant. Yes. Perfect. That is what we'll do.
Hell yeah. So if you are a patron at the $5 and up tier, you get the Shifter Monthly Topic. Anyone else, for bonus extra stuff, you got to wait till next week. We're going to do IG2G episode 49. Who even knows what we're going to talk about? There's going to be a topic and there's going to be some releases. I can guarantee you that.
You can indeed guarantee that, and you can also guarantee those damn shift codes. Where are the shift codes, Matt? Come on, I know they're coming. I've heard it. I've seen them.
They're right here. We got shift codes for Golden Keys and Borderlands, the pre-sequel. So hit up the Twitter, the Reddit, the forums, the Instagram. Hit up your preferred shift code provider and get yourself some free loot.
We keep telling you, man, you got to keep using those keys because it's a turbulent time in the Borderlands universe, and you never know if those will come in handy someday. Maybe they're going to say this. With the release of whatever it is we're releasing, shift codes are now applicable to all of the things. And you'll be like, dang, I've been busting up these shift codes all this time. I got billions and billions of them. And you're going to be in a good spot. Well, all your stupid bum friends who are too lazy to go input a code in for 2 seconds, they're not going to have anything. And they're going to be jealous and bitter when you're in all your awesome gear having such a fun time, and they're not.
And here we'll tie it back to St. Patty's Day. So, oh, Danny boy, the codes are calling. With golden keys, you get some purple loot. I don't know anything but, oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. So there you go. That's the tie-in for St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day keys, go get you some.
Woo! And then, of course, busting in to the little main event, the little, what's going on in the Gearbox world, everybody? What is happening with our homeboys in the South? Well,
nothing this week.
Yeah, well, that's debatable. That is debatable because we've got a lot of conflicted news here. Okay? Mm-hmm. Let me start off with a post by Gearbox official saying, hey, or maybe it was Colin. I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
I think it started with
him saying, should we start teasing PAX East stuff yet? Mm-hmm. And then, of course, everybody's like, yeah, woo, 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 woo. So, a little bit later, we got an awesome little post with a picture that has the cell shading and all the typical art from a Borderlands game. And it says, March 28th, Boston, Massachusetts, Exit 3. Okay. Yep. And, of course, that set the world aflame. Everybody. Oh, there it is, Exit 3, March 28th, Boston, Massachusetts. Oh, my God, it's set in the Borderlands. It's Borderlands 3. Mm-hmm. And all the Gearbox employees were like, woo,
thinking emoji.
Yeah,
thinking
scratching
emoji.
my beard, scratching my beard. Yeah. So that happened. Randy Pitchford, he posted and said, I am excited. So, there you go. We are excited because something happened. Now,
and we got one Randy. We even got the other Randy, who I thought tweeted not at all, but he responds every day to people. He just doesn't make a lot of his own tweets. Even he said, it's about time, isn't it? Right around the time all the shenanigans was going on. Mm-hmm. So if you get Varnell out in the wild with an actual his own tweet that he posted out there, that's a rare bird right there.
Seems like something. All right. So everybody went nuts. Everybody's going, Borderlands 3, it's got to be Borderlands 3. Even all the sites, of course, started going, Borderlands 3 is basically going to be at PAX East, guys. Check it out. It's going to be great. All your locals, Polygon, Kotaku, IGN, so on and so forth.
I did love the IGN one. What do you guys think about Borderlands 3 probably being revealed, but maybe? I was like, you want the clicks and the action, but you don't want to be that guy.
No. Yeah. Perfect. It's wonderful. So all that went down. And then, March 13th, they were like, hey, it's time to tease another game at PAX. And then they released a picture with a robot all taken apart, bunch of weird metal things coming down, a spotlight on them, red door, bunch of freaking wires and buttons and whatnot, little
and lights and things.
A science lab, an experimentation lab, basically looks like. Mm-hmm. And I, along with many others, immediately I thought of Compulsion Games, We Happy Few.
Okay.
Now they've promised 3 DLCs, and of course none of those have been released yet. So I was thinking, well, I know they're under Microsoft's umbrella now, but I wonder if they're still through Gearbox for the 3 DLCs that were promised, and maybe this is one of them.
Well, see, I think it's possibly that way because that red door and the angle and the art style of it screams We Happy Few. But then when I looked at it, I was like, it's a robot in pieces. This could totally be 1v1. And the card mechanic is, hey, you're putting pieces onto your robot guy. Oh, this robot has a machine gun arm. This robot has a jumpy boots, feature. And I was like, that would totally play in right there. You could be that too, because I want it to be 1v1 so bad, just so I can say I was so right.
Gosh, you're very right, though. It could very well be it.
And there's that light that kind of looks like those boosty jump pads that were in that closed technical alpha.
Ooh, man, I'll have to pull up that image from back in the day because that could be it. You know, maybe that's it. Maybe that's how you get your character. You're all just a bunch of goofy-looking little robot people now. Mm-hmm. But it would be different from the closed alpha because if I remember in the closed alpha, weren't you?
Well, it was just like generic future armor guy.
That's true. So I guess they can do whatever the hell they want. Because, of course, that wasn't the main focus. So they could change it up to be you're these goofy-looking robots with all these whack job parts based off whatever your cards are.
I think that'd be pretty cool because you could have everyone would look totally different. Mm-hmm. Whereas he got a big cannon in his chest. Oh, he's got the rocket launcher card on.
Yeah, and that would allow you
Instead of just
it'd be a nice visual way, too.
Exactly.
Help show all the different abilities that you're rocking while you're in your little match. Matt. I like it. Didn't think of it. Oh man, I'm gonna spin that. I'm thinking that's it. Yeah, Project 1v1 lives. Yes.
There we go. And then when it's Compulsive Games DLC, I'll just be like, oh man, that sucks. That's lame. Whatever. Where's my 1v1, man?
Oh man, both of them will be fine. But I look forward to seeing it. Now, just today, the last of the 3 were put out there. Well, the 3 so far. I don't know if they're doing more, but the 3 so far. And this one, they said, of course, time to tease another game for PAX. And it was I don't know, what would you say, 16-bit sort of image?
I would just say just a de-resed image.
A very low-res image of the Siren standing in front of Marcus's big, giant freaking monument that the crazies built for him. It's a standard stock image from back in, OG Borderlands 2 time, but now it's all de-resed and looks all old school. So people are going, what is this, a mobile game? Is this some kind of like, aha, we're tricking you and we're saying that we're going to dummy the graphics down and do something like on a handheld system? Somebody jokingly was like, oh, 3DS, here we come.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
If you put Borderlands 2 on a 3DS and not on the Switch.
I will buy it and I will play it all
on
the
the
time.
Switch.
No,
that makes no sense.
The Switch.
No,
Switch is a dead system. It's a dead system, man. 3DS lives forever.
Oh, you hurt my heart. You keep hurting my heart, Matt. I don't know. So speculation right now is flying on this one. Everyone's all over the place with it, wondering what in the world they're doing, what in the world they mean by this de-resing this image and showing you Borderlands 2 stuff. Obviously, something has to be in the works on it.
Yeah.
But what? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe, because I thought maybe, everybody was rumoring that Borderlands 2 DLC to segue us into Borderlands 3. And so I thought maybe this was kind of like just a weird hint or play on that, but I don't understand the de-resing portion. Seems like they would have shown a scene, but with one little thing off or something different or something. I don't know.
But I think what you've done is hit the nail completely on the head with that. You're saying, well, with people's speculation of it being a mobile game, I think what they're going to do is they're going to troll everybody and go, oh, hey, guys, it's Borderlands 2 on mobile. That's our big announcement of release here at PAX East. Ha, ha, ha. What? Don't you guys have phones? And they'll show it all de-resed and crappy because it's like upscaled from your phone screen. And then they'll be like, the graphics, the Randy Pitchford will go, check out this magic trick. Snap my fingers, and the graphics go super HD, and they're like, lol, it's portable, it's not mobile, it's on the Switch. Biggity boo, pew 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 pew, fireworks and shit. What did I do?
Man, I like it, Matt. I like it. But when you said this, it sparked another one for me. All right, check this one out. Hear it out. You see this. It starts with this image. It even does like a little gameplay portion of it being an all de-res crappy version. And then he does the same announcement you just said. We want to go mobile, everybody, because, mobile phones are the coolest, right? And woo, woo, woo. Except for all of a sudden, the image that's playing in the background, it starts to pan out. And it's Claptrap on a cell phone playing Borderlands 2. And, of course, the graphics pop in. And then they go on to explain that it's actually a DLC for Borderlands 2 to tell the story up to the new game,
nice.
Borderlands 3.
That's not bad.
Yeah, see? So
I like that.
So in one whole fell swoop, they announce all of it. It all comes together in a big masterpiece that they've put together. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's definitely possible. I like it.
You know what? If Butt Stallion rides across the stage, that would do it. That'd be it.
And then Butt Stallion has to come apart, and it'll be like Jim Ferranda in one half and Anosny in the other half or something. Hey, guys, it'll be Elisa and Cullen. Butt Stallion will split apart. Hey, guys, we're your hosts for today.
Exactly. That's actually wonderful. If the start of the show is them coming out as Butt Stallion in a two-piece horse costume, that would be the start. That would be it. I would understand where this whole thing's going to go right there. I'd say, yes, we have it. Perfect.
Now they're going to have to put it off. Oh, wait, we just got the best idea from those two yahoos in Michigan. So let's not be at PAX East. We're going to do that at E3. We got to
change it.
Buy a horse costume. We got to spray it down, make it look like diamonds.
I don't want to get too excited though, Matt, because before I get into another discussion on the Borderlands 3 thing, I want to go ahead and make sure that we let you know the reason why we're still questioning everything, even with all these teases, is because Randy Pitchford himself also came and said something else, Matt. What'd he say? I don't know.
I'll read it verbatim like I like to do. I love reading Randy Pitchford tweets live on the air. He says, "With respect, I recommend you not to get ahead of me. We will disclose some upcoming titles on March 28th. That is the only thing you can count on. Any details beyond that today are conjecture and speculation. And nobody does conjecture and speculation better than Third Shift." But then he also adds, "Thanks for the love and care. We're almost ready. ... Almost there."
And with Randy Pitchford, almost there does not mean at PAX East. Almost there could mean anything.
It doesn't mean anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That could mean anything. And the fact that he once again goes, "Hey, everybody, slow down a minute. Maybe we got something for you, but maybe we don't." So I'm like, ooh, everybody's getting rolling, everybody's getting hyped, everybody's getting pumped. All the signs are pointing to it. The stars are aligning. But once again, Randy has stated, nothing's real. Nothing is real. So I'm right back in that. I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna stick to my guns. It ain't getting talked about for a while yet.
Yeah, it definitely made me pump the brakes too. I'm like, well, here it is. This is going to be the big reveal, and everyone keeps using the words reveal and like trailer and reveal trailer. And now it's making me think, well, he's going to disclose upcoming projects. So you're going to say, hey, we got the DLC for We Happy Few coming out, or 1v1 is in the works. Here's a concept image that we just teased and showed you. And now I'm picturing it being, hey, look, hey, we've been working on that thing we want us to work on, right? Well, here's something for you. And it'll be like a 10-second teaser of like highway signs going by. And then it'll say like Border Universe, next exit, TBA or TBD or whatever. And then they'll be like, see, we're working on it. I tell you what.
Oh, my God, that would be such an awesome, evil thing to do. But that would be awesome in and of itself. God, that's a good idea. They go off on exits in a cell-shaded world, and they're showing you all these different projects, and then right before they get to the new Borderlands 3, they stop. And say, not yet. Yes.
See, now that's got to be it.
Oh, that would be gorgeous. That would be wonderful. So, you guys can tell, we have no idea. Nobody has no idea. Everybody's throwing everything around, and there's no solidity, nothing. I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. Maybe they...
I wish I did. I wish I could know. I'd like to know.
I would love to know. We're going to find out soon enough. March 28th, everybody. But here we go. A tiny bit of speculation. If what we can presume will be Borderlands 3 is announced, because there's all these signs pointing to it being the case... And he's always said he doesn't want to reveal it until they're 100% ready. And we've talked about this before. Do we think that means he wants to pull a Doom and be like, here's the game, and it releases next month. Bam! And it's all, what? Whoa, crazy, dang, what, oh my gosh. Or is it going to be a summer release, fall release, or winter, right before the end of the year release? It won't be that. If it's anything, it's going to be a fall, because they're going to want to be around for Black Friday, all the usual typical bullshit holiday crap.
So you say, Eric.
That's true.
Say.
Once again, it always comes to nobody. You don't know nothing. You know nothing. So what do you think? I mean, what are the odds here? The way they've worded things throughout the years here about it, do you think it's going to be a surprise?
I mean, I think the way literally everyone like on the Gearbox payroll reacted to it, it has to be something big. But the way that Randy always says he doesn't like to have things announced or shown off until they're like 100% ready makes me wonder what we've mentioned it before, what his vision of 100% ready is. Because you can have all the assets in place and be going somewhere, which is enough for a trailer. And, you know, we've seen other developers do that in the past. But if he has to have like 100% fleshed out concept of the story and the world and the characters and the locations and everything before he can put that humorous spin on a trailer like we saw with, obviously they didn't do it firsthand, but pre-sequel. Mm-hmm. There was that really stylish, cool trailer that had all the fun humor that you could still see in the game revolving all around the locations. So I wonder if this is just going to be a little, we're announcing that here it is, and like quick 5-second trailer because they don't have it all built and pieced in there. So I'm going to be Pessimist Jones because I always am on the show. I'm going to say that's what we're getting. So we're thinking like winter into next year release. Mm-hmm. I don't buy any of this stuff saying big IP from 2K is coming this year. I don't buy it till I see it.
Well, even if you do, next year is March. So it can be any time still up till then and qualify for what they stated.
But I don't think they could pull a Doom. I don't think they. I shouldn't say it this way, but I don't think they can get away with it. Like, if you had it fully built and didn't show it all for all the time that all the fanboys and all the angry Twitter trolls have been begging for it, they're going to be so mad, even though they get their hands on it right now and play it. But I don't think they would do that. They gotta stir the hype machine up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I think we're getting an announcement / mini reveal. Then the big reveal will be at E3 or sometime later in the year, and then we'll get the teases and drips and drops and hype machine stirring up until the big release sometime way later. Mm-hmm. What about you, Eric?
So, of course, if I want to believe it's a big Doom drop, and go, well, it's going to be crazy, but it's not going to be. Because I, for whatever reason, do believe there is going to be a little standalone segue DLC for Borderlands 2. It feels right. I feel like they want to tie the Tales from the Borderlands story in with everything else. And they're going to have to do that via a standalone DLC that, so that way no one has to pay or play through any of the other crap. They get this, and it's going to tie it all in, like explain who the characters are all over again for you. And then bada bing, bada boom, you'll be ready for Borderlands 3. Obviously, to do that successfully, they cannot have a Doom release and go, oh, by the way, next month's Borderlands 3, and right now you can get the DLC, standalone DLC, because it's too much explanation. It's too much trying to, get you instantly back on board. I think it'd be a mistake, especially since Anthem's out, Division 2's out. There's a lot of big games in the winds right now. You're not going to want to try to force feed your audience something right amidst all that in such a short time.
And just to pop in real quick, I think you've got it right in that any setup or story setup of here's how people get here to Borderlands 3 has to be in a DLC because, their story is good. They're good at writing a story, but that of oh man, you wander around and you find Reese and you find Fiona and you go and find this and you go and, oh look, this person comes along. That's too much story for Borderlands. That has to be in a DLC, and then when you start that game, smack, your ship crashes on Pandora and everybody's really mad because everybody was in the ship with you. Or, not Pandora, Promethea, whatever
planet you begin on. I think it starts on Pandora, and then you shoot off to the different planets. I think that's the way it's going to go. Whatever. Who knows?
Well, you got to have a jump in, slam bang action, or some big event happened, but you knew why everyone was here already because they're not really great at the whole. Here's a big involved backstory of how we got here. You got to play through that in a DLC, and then here's the game.
Mm-hmm. I agree, man. So there's no way it's going to be a Doom thing. I think we're going to get all the goodies, that everyone's anticipating, and I think it's going to be a nice staggered, a few months from the March 28th thing, we'll see that DLC hit. And then, of course, I think it's going to be a Black Friday roundabouts fall release for Borderlands 3. That's where I would place it. Because these big titles like this, with usually these huge publishers behind it, they're not going to let you go post it in January, February. Typically, that's dead time. That's for the indie titles and smaller titles and a couple others who go, I don't care. I'm going to put it out anyway. But, big publishers typically always shoot for that golden window right there around Black Friday so they can get the mass amount of sales throughout the Christmas season or holiday season, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So hopefully, we'll see. Because Randy said nothing's real. Nothing is real. Nothing's real.
And he said it so many times that I believe
exactly,
him.
I believe him.
I believe nothing's real.
Nothing is real.
And if you say anything's real, you're just trying to push a magic trick on me. You got your little pocket watch out and you're trying to hypnotize me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not falling for it.
I'm not going to sleep. You're not doing it to me. I don't know.
I'm not going to flap my arms like a chicken. You can't make me do that in front of everybody.
Now, with all that being said, though, it is awesome that we're finally hearing from them and seeing stuff happen. I hope it continues, and I hope, especially once March 28th finally hits, that we start seeing, the typical stuff we've cried and whined about for years now. Yeah. Dev blogs, pictures, photos, wallpapers, interviews, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Please let that be a thing that opens up the floodgates and gets that going.
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping for that. Like you said, we've complained about that for the longest time. If you're working on something, show it off, tease it to us, show rejected concept art, even if it's just that. Even like here's the reveal, here's the teaser, and then here's stuff that didn't make it into the game. Just start flipping that out. You don't have to start spoiling things in the game itself. Just give us that thing that we're so used to from every other dev, indie devs, mega devs, everybody. I'm hoping for that too.
See,
you're right.
Just put your little wings back on, Matt, and we'll just flutter around together and hope for the best. It'll be great.
I'll put one wing on.
You're gonna be Sephiroth or whatever.
It'll let me peek one eye out of the pit, and I'll just be like, "Is that Borderlands 3? It is. We did it. When's it coming? Oh, here it goes.
Oh, I fell down."
But I will say it's nice to see everybody on the train, like all the fans, all the sites, and especially seeing all the Gearbox people come out of the Twitter woodwork to actually talk about Gearbox. Obviously, we follow them all, and we see them talking every day about, what's your favorite donut? Do you like pizza? Oh, man, I love watermelon, whatever it is. But to see everyone go, oh, look, we're all excited for the Gearbox panel at PAX East. That's pretty cool. It reminds me of the halcyon days gone by when we first started the podcast, and every show was a new event. Every trade show was a big thing. What's going to happen? And then it started being nothing's going to happen. And we went, oh no,
what?
So it's good to see it again.
it's all back, and of course Ash over at their Gearbox still has his panel coming up in the GDC. So
that's right. He's
been talking about that, getting hyped for it, practicing it. So with all that being said, I'm excited. I have my hopes up. I know I shouldn't. We even talked about saying we weren't going to get hopes up. But it feels good, and I'm going with it. I don't care. I'll ride this train to my doom and destruction with everybody else this time. That's fine.
I'm going to take it back to those halcyon days again and say I'm cautiously optimistic for this PAX season. Yes!
Disgusting.
I did it. But it's true. I'm like Two-Face here. Half of me thinks nothing's getting revealed. We're just getting static shots and we're getting magic tricks because we've been burned by that before. But then the other half is like, but what if it is all the magical treats and all the magical games just rain down on your face? That'd be so good, wouldn't it? And I go, yes, it would. But I'm like Gollum. I'm like, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. So I'm going to split the difference. I'm going to be the line on Two-Face. I'm going to be that line and it's like, maybe it will or maybe it won't. I'm cautiously optimistic. There we go.
Beautiful. Perfect, Matt. Just can't wait. You know what? Flip your coin. Just tell me what you are today.
There you go. Oh, coin says we got to close the show.
Well, all right. I guess we'll find out more later, eh?
So what do you guys think's coming up at PAX East? What do you think's getting revealed? What do you think the teaser images are for? What are you excited for? Do you think anything's going to happen? Tell us. Are you cautiously optimistic? Are you all in? Are you all out? Let us know. Tell us all your feedback. You can email us at info@thirdshift.me. You can tweet at us at ThirdShiftME, and you can find us on Facebook under Third Shift.
Indeed you can. You can also find us over there at the old Patreon, where we have a wonderful thing set up. We treat it just like a tip jar. If you like what you hear, like what we're up to, consider heading over there, giving us $1, $5, $10, $1,000, or the coveted $1 million, in which case we will open up a food line and have little babies in jars that you can purchase. Where'd all this come from? Hey, I don't know. Some episode a long time ago.
I still remember.
But we will indeed do those things. To all those who currently do contribute or have in the past, we appreciate it so very much because it helps us out, keeps us rocking and rolling, keeps the lights on, paying bills to have the podcast put up in places. You guys don't understand. It's actually super helpful, and we do appreciate it very, very much. But if you cannot throw money our way, I also understand that. Money is real. You got to pay bills. You can, however, free of charge, go give us 5-star ratings over on the iTunes. Face pumps, face likes, little Twitter feed likes, all those little buttons that make us feel special. You know where to go. As you guys have probably seen from the image already, I don't know what space technology is. I don't know what computers are. I can't figure out 4 microphones. What am I supposed to do? Maybe someday the Patreon money will get me a book that can tell me how this is supposed to work. Because I'm trying to get on Twitch, and it's the hardest thing of my life.
And meanwhile, I'm on Twitch all the time because all I do is I press that share button on my PS4. So if you want to see me have a great time playing Thronebreaker, laughing and cackling and having a wonderful time, getting my army either slaughtered or just wrecking the enemy ridiculously, check that out, twitch.tv/ThirdShiftMe. Maybe Eric will be there with 14 microphones stuck on his head. You never know. But what you do know is that this podcast, there you go.
I'm the Twitch guy.
Well, that's what you do is you go like to a secondhand store or like an eBay auction, like, hey, how many microphones you got? You know, giant lot of 50 broken microphones, and you just put them around every angle of the screen.
That'd be awesome.
That's it.
Yes. And then wear 2-3 headsets as well, of course. Oh, it'd be uncomfortable, but it'd be amazing.
Just be sweating, just reflected heat from all these metal pieces.
We'll consider it.
But what we do know for sure is that this podcast drops every Friday, so we'll be back in your ear holes on the 22nd of March for our very next episode. And you can find that episode on iTunes, on Stitcher, and on Podbean. And as I always say, if you like what we're doing and you'd like to help us out, please give us a like, a rating, review, a comment, a subscription, any kind of good thing on any of those good services, because it does help us out, and we really do appreciate it. And I'm going to plug the Twitch again, because, hey guys, we're only 9 followers away from our current goal of 50, and that's a big number. That helps us out. So if you're listening to this podcast, I'm going to put the call out on Twitch. Please, if you got a Twitch account, please follow us. It's free. It takes 1 click. You just click the little heart, and then you're following us. Like I said, every little bit helps. Every single follower helps. So please do that if you got the chance.
I want to just go ahead and restate that. Please help us help you, okay? We will provide some fun, cool content. You'll get to watch some games being played. And even if you don't, hey, it just helps us out. And you like the podcast. So just head on over and help a brother out. It's that simple.
Yeah.
God bless. God bless y'all.
And on that holy note, we're going to wrap the show up and say there's nothing else to say but
don't
forget to say do that.
Who's got me old gold? Oh man, did you steal me gold? I swear there's the old leprechaun. He's coming to get ya.
I'm dancing.
Did I do it? I think leprechaun. Yeah. Nope, I don't got it.
What the hell was that?
What that?
That was terrible. That was shite.
Oh, I can't even do an accent anymore. I'm so out of practice. I don't know how to do anything anymore. Anytime I do anything, I get told to shut up, so I don't even try anymore.
That's true. That's true. All right, there's the perfect ending right there. Boom.